Hello everyone, my name is Holly and I will be conducting an English class today at this hour, and the topic we will be going over is cheating. We will be talking about the different types of cheating that is done. We will go over some idioms or phrases about cheating. We would talk about what you would do in certain situations, and we will also discuss the concept of cheating. So that is what we will be doing today. So I look forward to working with any and all people who come into the class and in order to practice English. So again, the topic today is on cheating, and we should have a fun lesson today. To introduce myself real quick, my name is Holly and I am from Idaho in the United States. I started teaching in 1994 in South Korea. Then I went on and got my master's degree in teaching English, and then I moved to Finland to teach for 9 months, and I ended up staying in Finland for 11 years. I started teaching while I was in Finland online, and that made me realize I could come back to the States and continue teaching English. And so it gave me a little bit more flexibility. So I started teaching in 2006, and I'm now started teaching here at Verbling in this last September. And it'll be nice. It's nice working with everyone here at Verbling. It's wonderful having the international population, people from all over the world working together to achieve their goals, which is to improve their English. So again, the topic for this lesson is on cheating. Let me quickly go through the plan for this. We will talk about the different types of cheating. We will also go over some idioms and phrases about cheating. We will talk about what would you do if you ran into a situation, and then we will have general discussion questions. So that is what we will be doing today. I look forward to working with you as you start. And hello, Salwa, how are you today? Hello, Salwa.
Hello, Holly. How are you?
Good. How are you doing?
Fine.
Good. So where are you from, Salwa?
I'm from Egypt.
Egypt. Awesome. Okay. And what time is it right now in Egypt?
7 a.m.
7 a.m. Okay. Awesome. I am in Idaho, where it is 10 p.m. in Idaho. So big
I'm
time
early
difference.
there. Yeah.
Yeah. So it is still Tuesday here. So all right. Did you sleep well last night?
Yeah.
Yeah. Awesome. Awesome. All right. So, and have you been taking classes at Verbling very long?
About 3 months.
Oh, okay. I just have not met you yet. So awesome.
Yeah. Mm.
All right. So it's nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Excellent. Yeah. So the topic today is on cheating, and so that should be an interesting topic, and you'll get a chance to speak as much as you can. And so, well, as we wait for other people. So,
Okay.
are you a student in Egypt, or
No,
do you work
I work as a lecturer.
as a
Faculty of
what?
Electronic lecturer.
As a lecturer. Okay. What
Yeah.
topic? What subject do you?
Communication engineering.
Okay. Awesome. Awesome. So, communication engineering. What specific types of jobs can people get for that topic?
Academic or work?
Work.
Work. They work as a communication engineering in different network companies.
Okay, so it's more, is it IT related, like sound producing and things like that?
Repeat again, what's it?
Is it like sound engineering or? I'm not familiar with communication engineering, so I'm not.
Communication engineering, like mobile communications and
Ah,
network, your
okay.
internet. Yeah.
Okay, okay. Yeah, I think that's fairly new because I had not heard that before. So, anyway, awesome. And I've learned something new. Thank you very much. Hello, Beate. How are you today?
Fine, fine. And you?
Very good. Very good. So, did you sleep well?
Yes, I slept very well. And did you have a nice day?
Yes, I did actually. Tuesdays are my kind of my light days. So many times I don't teach at all on Tuesdays, and sometimes it just depends. Sometimes I do. So today I've taught one other class besides this one. So it's
Oh,
been really really quiet and relaxing and so forth.
right,
So
right.
so hello, Luis Alberto. How are you today?
Hello.
Hi, how are you?
Hi.
What do
I'm
you want
fine.
me to call? What do you want me to call you?
Please, it's okay.
Luis? Okay. I didn't know if you wanted me to call both names or now. You're from Mexico, right? And are you the
Yes, right.
person? Are you the one that lives in Nevada?
Sorry?
No, you don't. Okay. There's somebody from Mexico who lives in Las Vegas, but that's not you. So,
No, not from
okay,
Nigeria.
okay, yeah. All right. So you're from Mexico. Excellent. So how's the weather in Mexico right now?
It's weird. So all the mornings are very cold and the afternoons are very hot.
Ah,
So,
okay. So it's yeah, almost springtime though, which is
yes.
good. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Hi, Ken. How are you?
Yes, I'm fine. How are you?
Very good. Very good. What time is it right now in Japan?
2 p.m.
2 p.m. Okay. So did you have a good morning?
Yeah, somewhat. It's a bit cloudy, but spring is approaching.
Okay, that's always nice that spring's coming though. So that's really nice. All right. So far we have Ken from Japan and a Beate who's from Germany but living in Greece, and in Greece where it's 7 a.m. right now. Then we have Luis from Mexico where it is 11 p.m. on Tuesday still, and then we have and then it's Salwa from Egypt where it's also 7 a.m. And so, welcome everyone. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Holly, and I am out of Idaho in the United States, where it is 10 p.m. here, and spring is definitely coming here. So that's great. Um, yeah, so it's cold at night, but it's pretty nice during the day. So that's always very nice. Nice. So, all right. Well, the topic for this lesson is cheating. So let's go ahead and get started. So, first of all, have you ever cheated and how? So, Ken, why don't we start with you? Have you ever cheated? If so, how have you cheated?
Sure. When I was an elementary kid,
An
they yeah,
elementary
I
student?
yeah
Uh-huh.
I saw other student paper during a test.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
And is that the only time you cheated in
Yeah.
school?
After that, I didn't do that.
Uh-huh. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Beate, how about you? Have you ever cheated? If
Hmm.
so, how?
Uh, when I was younger, yes, I think I've cheated sometimes when I was a student. Um, I put some things from a magazine without pay them.
Mhm. Okay. So something from a magazine? What do you
Not
mean?
from a magazine is the wrong word. From a shop. Yeah, yeah, it's a Greek word. From a shop.
Okay. So you stole?
Yes, I stole.
Oh,
Yes,
you
some small
shoplifted.
things. Yes.
Uh, uh, Yeah, well, that happens. We all do it. We've all did it once. So, Luis, how about you? Have you ever cheated? If so, how?
Well, I think so. Um, mm, I kissed another girl.
Excuse me?
I kissed another girl. No, I
Oh,
have a girlfriend.
oh, you cheated on your girlfriend. Okay.
Yes.
So, yeah, so we've
Well, so
actually
sorry.
talked about we've talked about 3 different types of cheating so far. So, excellent. Um, Usually everybody only confesses to this one, the cheating at school. So, okay, and then Salwa, have you ever cheated? If so, how?
No, I was a good student,
Yeah?
but
Okay.
I see a lot of students when observing them in exams, they cheated by paper or from their phone.
Okay. Really, they could have their phone in their room?
Yeah.
Wow. Wow. Okay. And I have to say that I cheated, but the only time I ever like Ken, the only time I ever cheated in school was my very first year of school as a first grader. I didn't understand what was going on, so I would stay in when all the kids were playing to do my work, and I would walk around and look at their papers and or go to the pile of papers that were done and get the answers, and then I'd walk around the room. I'd go and answer it, and then I'd walk around the room again and answer it. So the teacher wasn't there, so I was able to cheat very well. But then I after that I never cheated because I always felt very guilty. And then as a small child, my sister and I did what Beate said. We shoplifted from a store, and we took different little candies. And we were about 4 years old, and my mom looked at us as we were eating this candy, saying, "Where did you get that?" "From the store." So she made us go back to the store and pay and apologize. And I think that was the last time I ever stole anything too. So, but all right. So how are these people cheating? So let's look at this first picture over here. The guy with on the computer. Salwa, in what way? How do you think he is cheating?
He look at his books and answer online test or assignment.
Okay, so he's checking online. Okay.
Yeah.
Any other ways? So one thing that he could be doing in English, we say he could be plagiarizing, and that's where he copies word for word online what somebody else has written and doesn't make it his own writing. And anybody else have any idea how this person could be cheating? Okay. So, Luis, what's going on in this picture?
Okay, I think the girl is cheating her boyfriend.
Okay, so she's cheating on her boyfriend. So the girl is cheating on her boyfriend. Okay, and so do you think that maybe there's a triangle here and she's not sure who she should love? So
Yes.
yeah,
She's
okay,
confused.
yeah, all right. And Beate, what's going on in this picture right here?
He takes some notes on his arm to see them during the examination.
Does that ever work?
Well, first of all, you're not sure what to write. What will be the questions?
That's true.
But I think, and I say this often to my students. If you make, how do you tell it if it is a small piece of paper?
Okay, that's called a crib sheet. I'll write it down.
Trip sheet. Yes. If you make a trip sheet, I think what's working ever is that you remember all the things you wrote on it better than reading them only from the book or writing them on a piece of paper. So this is my experience with myself and also with the student. It helps to make it, even if you don't use it.
Yeah, it's. I had a professor who told us we could use one of those, a 3x5, and it used to work when I would write it out. But then when I started typing it or making it really small and then sharing the information with everybody else, it didn't work for us. So the process of writing was what it did. So yeah. Did the rest of you guys ever use Crip Sheets? Small little pieces of paper?
Yes.
Did your teachers allow you to use them? So, all right, let's go to the next one. Ken, what is happening here?
Maybe magic? He's playing magic.
Well, actually, he's cheating in poker is what he's doing.
Okay. Yeah, nice.
Yeah, so has anybody here ever played poker and cheated?
No. Yeah.
No.
I had a group of, when I was my second year teaching English, I had some 12-year-old boys that I taught, and in order to practice numbers, I let them teach me how to play poker, and that was the only time in my life that I've ever played poker. So, anybody here play poker at all?
I play poker, but I don't know at all. Just I know a little.
You just know it a little, okay.
Yes.
Salwa, have you ever played poker?
No.
No. Ken?
No.
No.
I don't play. Yeah.
Okay. And Beate, do you ever play poker?
We played a lot of card games when we were young as students, and also poker, but not with much money, with very little money. And I didn't like it. I liked more of the other games where you have to think also a little bit.
Yeah. That's kind of why I've never really played it either. I kind of like the trivia type games or something.
Yes, and you have to make a poker face. Huh? That's not possible for me. Do you have this expression, poker face? Is it an English expression?
Yeah, a poker face is an English expression. They have. I can't. You must be like me, Beate. I show my everything that I'm thinking in my face. So not all the time. I think I can fake it sometimes, but not for the game of poker. So, all right. So we've got some idioms and phrases here that people use in English. Do you guys know what they are? So let's see if we can go through and see what they are. Does everybody to cheat on someone? Does everybody know this one? So to cheat on someone is basically what was happening in this picture right here.
Only for this situation?
Yeah. So if you and it's from the word cheat on someone. So the man cheated on his wife, or the woman cheated on her boyfriend. So cheated on someone. Okay. To rip someone off. Does anyone know what that one means?
To rip someone off.
Maybe stole the money.
Yeah, it's basically a way to steal money. The best example is when you travel to a foreign country and you take a taxi. And the taxi driver goes, foreigners, and so he goes too far, or he charges too much money, and the taxi driver has ripped you off. So that's the best example. Have you been ripped off before, Ken?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
So I have to tell a small story.
Okay,
When,
tell us.
years ago, I was maybe 2 years here in Greece, and I came back from Germany, and I had to go from the airport to the train station by taxi.
Mm-hmm.
And I knew the amount for the taxi and for the train, and just so much money I had because I needed drachmas. We didn't have euro then.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
And yeah, and it was very hot, and I had a lot of things. And when I catch the taxi, I sat in and ooh, so hot. And I spoke a little Greek, not so much. And the taxi driver, as you said, thought, oh, foreigner, tourists, yeah. And we were discussing all the way, and he said, Greece is a beautiful country, but I have to take care because a lot of people try to rip you off. And it's a little bit dangerous. And when we arrived at the train station, the clock he had with the euros, it showed much more than the double of the normal price.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and I only said, I know that this is not the right price. I will give you this 400 drachmas, what is the normal price, and if you have any problem, call the tourist police. And I went, yeah.
Really?
But he told me, look out, be careful. People try to rip you off.
No, was this, no, this was a person in Greece or a person in Germany?
In Greece, yeah.
Okay.
No, I don't think German people are like this. Not so much. Okay, everywhere exist all the kinds of peoples. But this is a typical way of Greece cheating.
Yeah, wow. That's funny.
Greek cheating.
That's funny. So, and you knew exactly. You're like, you just cheated me. And he obviously did not call the tourist police. So.
No, of course.
All right. Does anybody else have a story of being ripped off? So to rip someone off or to be a rip-off, you also get to get ripped off. Another one that should be there is to get ripped off. Anybody else? To be a rip-off would be another example would be say, for example, a used car salesman. He gets a car in and he tries to sell it, but he does not tell the new owners all the problems with the car. So many times people think used car salesmen are rip-offs. So that's to be a rip-off. So Ken, have you in Japan, are used car salesmen considered rip-offs? Can they be trusted?
It's up to the company,
Mm-hmm.
or agents.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Second-hand car is almost it's very difficult to check the proper price.
Mm-hmm.
But kind of usual dealer maybe is not doing that properly. But I'm sure that second-hand car.
Mm-hmm. Okay. All right.
Price is not so if so.
Mm-hmm. Okay. How about in Egypt, Salwa? Are there different jobs that you have to be careful about that people might be a rip-off, or they might rip you off? Taxi driver, used car salesman, anything that you can think of that you have to be careful?
I think all the jobs you have to be careful because not all people are good, also not all of them are bad.
Mm-hmm.
It depends on the person, his moral.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so it's you just have to be careful with everybody. So that's true. That's really true. All right. So to pull the wool over someone's eyes, does anybody know what that means? To pull the wool over someone's eyes. Okay.
To make him not showing the true thing, the real thing, or something like that.
Yeah, it's basically
something has some wrong, or we didn't tell him that this has something wrong or something like that.
Yeah, basically to pull the wool over someone's eyes is basically it's cheating someone. Basically, let me show you real quick what wool is right here. This is wool. And basically, if you pull the wool over someone's eyes, you basically are cheating them, and you are telling them a lot of things that are not true, and the person believes you. So if you he pulled the wool over our eyes, we did not know that he was that type of person, for example. It's how you would use that. So basically, it's a person that rips people off, but he is not caught for a long time, basically. So maybe a politician. A politician is very good at pulling the wool over someone's eyes. Would that be correct in many countries? Luis, is that correct in Mexico?
Sorry, the sign is breaking up. Could you repeat me?
Okay. Yeah. Is it correct that in Mexico, are politicians good at pulling the wool over people's eyes? Basically, are they good at lying and making people believe you?
Yes, I think so, all the time.
How about in Japan?
Yes.
Are politicians good at pulling the wool over your eyes? Ken? Are you there? Ken? How about in Greece? Beate?
Yeah, I'm back. I also lost the connection. I don't know. I don't know what is a power system. How do you say it?
The what?
You asked, is it that power something?
To pull this one right here, to pull the wool over someone's eyes.
Can
say
you
for
repeat
example,
your question?
Yeah, I will. Are politicians good at pulling the wool over?
This. Yeah. What is this?
Okay. A politician. Okay. A politician is a person who is in the public eye, and they work in politics. Maybe the
politicians. Yes. I'm not acoustic. If I read it, I know what it is. Yes, of course.
Okay. No worries.
Okay. Yes. Yeah. Of course.
Yeah.
I don't know what is with the new government. We have a lot of troubles, but the older governments, they destroyed Greece. They put so much money, and now they are gone away with the money. They have gone away with the money, and Greece has to pay back the money to Europe, and its amount, it's not possible. Never we will pay it back.
Yeah,
that's money. They pull the wool over the people's eye, because they told them they will give them. You must imagine, 20 years ago, I began teaching here, and I had pupils 10 years, 12 years old, and then was the chapter, what's the profession of your parents, and they said they are entitled. oh, so old parents, poor children. And then came the mother, father was 40 years old. If you were 15 years in as a state employer, how do you say, in the post office, as a teacher, yeah, and
civil servant.
Okay, I don't know the words. So you could get retired with 120% of your salary. Okay, so you were 40 years old. Yeah, who can pay this? They took the money from other countries. They, no, you don't say rent money, lend.
Oh, lease money, yeah. Rent money, yeah, rent or lease money.
Yeah, to win the at the if you choose the government, how is it called?
If you what, the government?
If you choose, if all people choose and say what whom they want. Every 4 years.
Oh, a vote. Elect. Elect was the word she was thinking. Elect. Hello? Can the rest of you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. All right. And Ken, can you hear? Can you speak? Salwal, can you speak?
Yeah.
Okay, so at least two of you. Okay. There's not a problem. Okay, we'll look at fair and square. We'll go on. Does any idea what fair and square means?
Fair and square.
And any idea of what fair and square means?
Okay.
No.
No? Okay. Beate, can you hear?
I'm back. Yeah, I'm
okay,
back.
good. We've gone on to the next word. The word you were looking for was elect. I'm putting this on the.
I found it in my dictionary.
Okay, and the Google. Good. Okay, Google that. Google.
Thank you. Yeah.
Okay, so fair and square means if something is fair and square, everything is good. Everybody, you can trust everybody, and the negotiation or the situation was fair and square. So normally if you go into a taxi in some countries, one country in particular, Finland, everything will be fair and square. The taxi drivers are paid well, so they don't feel like they need to cheat. So that's one. I think that's the only country I know of. So okay, April Fool's joke. Does anybody know what that is?
I think it's related with jokes, but I don't know how can I say this. For example, when you try to cheat someone, for example, I don't know how can I say this.
Yeah.
When you put a nail on the shell of someone, and so he, for example, hits it and spin his buttock, or I don't know. I don't know how can I say this.
Okay, April Fool's joke is actually when you try to trick someone, and there's all kinds of different tricks. So, can you think, Luis? Can you think of an April Fool's joke that you have done, or have you done any April Fool's jokes?
Yes, I've made, for example, let me think. I had cards. I had 3 cards, and I showed them. Showed to the people on the street. And for example, I tell them, select a card, and they select the card. Now I tell them, remember the card, and then I put the card over the 40 cards. I don't know how many cards that are in the
Deck.
The packet. Yes, the deck. So obviously there's a trick to show them that his card is the same thing. Okay, this is your card, and they tell, yes, this is my card. How to do that?
Okay, so you were able to do the card, one of the card tricks, and people are like, really, you did that?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right, thank you. Aswa, is it Salwa? I'm sorry, Salwa. Have you ever done an April Fool's joke, or have you heard of any?
I know I've never made this.
Okay. This is a joke where on April 1st, anybody can play a trick on somebody else. And that's in some countries. In other countries, it's not normal. So, Beate, have you ever done an April Fool's joke?
Is it only for 1st of April?
Yeah.
Yeah. We have it in Germany. Yes, every year from from little child on. Yes, it's also in Germany and in Greece we do it. Yeah. And every year when I go to school on 1st of April, I will go into the class and other students are sitting there, not my students, so they change their classes and yeah.
Yeah. And yeah, they change their places or they change their classes or
all the classes have.
I just decided, should I do an April Fool's joke this year where I write on Facebook that I have decided that I am going to move again and move to like Iceland or Greenland or something like that and see if people actually believe me.
So do you do it in Idaho?
Yes.
Do you know it? Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, April Fool's joke. Yeah.
Yeah. My mom, my niece, 2 years ago, she put on April Fool's Day, she put a picture of her hand with an engagement ring on there, and she fooled a lot of people, and her and she had just started dating the guy, so. It was a serious relationship, but not that serious. So, but they got everybody. So, and her boyfriend played along as well. So, okay. So a scam. Can anybody think of what a scam would be?
Scam. Okay, it's a fraud.
A scam is a type of fraud. Yes. Yeah, definitely.
A fraud.
Can you think of a real common one that you hear about? Louise, can you think of a real common one?
Can you explain it fully? I didn't get it.
Yeah, for example, I would say a real common one that I hear about a lot are the emails that we receive from Nigeria saying, I am a poor widow and I have just learned that there's thousands of dollars in a bank account, but I can't get it. Will you help me? Have you guys heard about those scams? Hello?
No.
Oh, you haven't? Yeah, I think most of us get emails on that, but they're usually a person that says they're from Nigeria, and they are somehow because of your relations with so and so, you should be able to help us get the money, and it's a complete scam, and people get they get cheated out of thousands of dollars. So, Ken, have you gotten one of those Nigerian scam letters?
I don't know whether true source or not, but that's also not. But yeah, I have a kind of a language exchange site. On the language exchange site, and the account, someone mail me yeah, same type donation for the help.
Yeah, and this language exchange site. Yeah, I've gotten those there too. So, and
So,
we're
mhm.
work at home. You can. There's another scam where what people do is they steal things from homes, and then they sell the items online, but they send it to somebody else and ask them to send it on, just in case they're caught. So they hire people to send items that have been stolen through across international borders, and it's a huge scam as well. There's lots of them. Beate, can you think of a scam?
Yes, yeah, well, would be my first scam. That's the reason I remember it. A small, poor boy from Nigeria, maybe, I don't know, somewhere in Africa, and ma'am, you're so kindly, you're so good, and I have no parents, and I love you, and would you be my mother? This would be great. So I had again a mother, and may I call you mommy, and so, things like
Oh,
this.
wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah.
Was that over email or Facebook?
Where was it? Maybe on Facebook, or no, I'm not sure. Maybe on email. I don't remember.
Social media.
And I was wondering, are there really women they believe in this? That maybe if they are very alone, very lonely, and so they need sentimentality, they need feelings, and maybe they respond on this. Huh?
Yeah, that's a really big possibility. Luis, can you think of a scam idea? It's a way you've been scammed or a scam you've heard about?
Maybe, for example, here in Mexico, there's a place where they say a lot of things, a lot of gadgets, but the most of those gadgets are stolen.
Oh, okay.
And sometimes when you buy those things, when you go away from there, in another place, someone else steals you the thing that you buy, and that you bought in the place. So it's a problem. It's always they steal you again.
Yeah. Wow. So I wonder. There's also pawn shops where have that problem as well, where people go take their take items to sell and it's not really theirs. So Salwa, can you think of any kind of scams?
Yeah, when a company for makes selling for apartments or flats, they offer it with a lower money, about 40% less than of its real price. People rush to reserve apartments there, and they after 2 months from taking money from people, they go away with it's maybe imaginary company, not a real one.
Oh wow. I've heard about people have done that. Yes.
I remembered it was on an online online language site, Mingle. I don't know if you know Mingle.
Yeah, that was one of my first companies I taught with.
Yeah. That was because I had also a picture of mine, and I remember. Yeah.
Yeah.
On this site. So, and I have to say goodbye. I have to go to school.
Okay. Have a good day. Good day. Enjoy.
Yes, thank you, thank you.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
See you.
All right. So,
Bye.
does anybody, the next one, does anybody know what a racket is?
I think that it's an instrument, right? To play tennis.
No, that is one meaning of a racket, but when it comes to cheating, a racket is completely different. So yeah, so you have a tennis racket, for example, or a badminton racket. But a racket, in this respect, is if you can think of a scam, and if it's an organized scam, or maybe there's a lot of, maybe the mafia or a gang is behind it, then it's a big racket. So anytime, like it sounds like the apartment scam that Salwa was talking about was probably also considered a racket, because it sounds like it's an organized situation with a lot of people that are involved. So that is called a racket. So, all right, let's go on. So what would you do? Okay. So, Ken, what would you do if you saw your best friend's boyfriend with another woman? So you.
Best friend's boyfriend.
Maybe. Say your best friend's girlfriend with another man. You could switch that too.
Their business. If that man is truly a bad man, maybe I would say, but usually it's their business. I don't care.
So you wouldn't say anything if you saw what it looks like that the person is cheating on your best friend.
Cheating. I don't know, because it's a very sensitive program.
Mm-hmm.
And if that boy has a truly a kind of a bad guy, maybe I would say something.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, but to judge people actually is very difficult.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And such a love relationship is a kind of very sensitive, because especially among women and men, and so it's difficult actually.
Yeah, it's a very difficult situation. Yeah. So Luis, what would you do if you ran into this situation where one of your best friends, your boyfriend or girlfriend, is cheating on them? Would you say anything?
Maybe I'll tell him. I tell him about that I saw that he think about relationship.
So he should think about his relationship.
Yeah, or I think with his girlfriend. I think.
Mm-hmm. So he should rethink his relationship. So, yeah. Do guys get involved? Like, Ken and Luis, with your male friends, do you guys talk about relationships much, like women do?
Not at all.
No.
Well, so.
A little bit, but not much.
Sometimes.
Mm.
But yes.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay. So would you agree, Ken? Do men talk about relationships the same way women do, or do you guys like? Because women will analyze everything that was said and done. Do men do the same thing with each other?
It's up to the man, but usually we don't say it all the time, or maybe not so much compared with the women in general, because I don't know how women talks, and I don't know. It's also the personal difference or character difference.
Yeah, personality. I can tell you this. I think Salwa will agree. With women, we will analyze everything that the guy has said.
Yeah.
Well, maybe he said that. Well, maybe he meant this. Well, maybe, and we'll spend 3 hours on maybe a conversation that a man and a woman had for 20 minutes. The women will talk about it for 3 hours, trying to second guess. Would you agree, Salwa, that we
Yeah.
do that?
Totally agree.
Yeah, and the closer the woman is with the, I mean, it's funny because I don't talk about relationships with my girlfriends very much because I get really tired of it. So, all right, next one. Salwa, would you say anything to your best friend if you saw her boyfriend with another woman?
I will take a picture for them and show it to him.
So you would? I say that again.
I will take a picture for them and see it to her.
Okay, so you would take a picture and show her.
Yeah,
Wow.
as an evidence. If he lies,
and I would probably ask the boyfriend, who was that lady you were with, and give him an opportunity to, if he knows that I know, give him an opportunity to tell her himself. So that's what I would do because I think it's easier. All right, next one. Is Luis, you saw a colleague at work put company money in her pocket. What would you do? Would you do anything? Luis?
Oh, sorry. The was breaking up.
No worries.
Okay. It's the second question, right?
Yeah, second one, right here.
Okay. You saw a colleague at work put company money in her pocket. Maybe I didn't do anything.
Okay. So I wouldn't
yes,
do anything.
I think, well, I know that it's a fraud, but and it's the company's money. But I don't want to have in troubles with my colleagues or partners and with the enterprise. I'd rather go away and continue working or doing my work.
Okay, you just say nothing and do your job. Okay. What would you do, Salwa?
Yes.
if I can get a strong evidence, I will talk to the responsible about that. If I don't have a real evidence about that, I will not talk.
You'll not say anything, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, because she could be doing it legitimately. Who knows? Ken, what would you do?
Yes, without getting proof, evidence, it's risky to say so. So I wouldn't do anything.
Yeah. And I'd be kind of passive about it. Again, I'd probably ask her why are you putting that money in her pocket? But I have a tendency to be really straightforward with people. Okay, next one. Salwa, you saw your best friend shoplift from the local supermarket. Basically this right here.
Shoplift means take things and
not pay for it.
Hide.
Yeah. Yeah. So what would you do?
I will talk to her to return it back.
Okay. So you would talk to her. You will ask her to return it. Okay. How about you, Ken? What would you do if you saw your best friend shoplift?
Maybe it might be that. So.
Yeah, I know.
I don't know.
I was thinking the same thing. If my best friend did that, would not be my best friend for very long.
Thief.
Yeah. Okay. So, Luis, would you talk to your best friend, or what would you do if you saw that happen?
Well, I'll suggest her. Yes, maybe I'll suggest her or suggest him that he leaves the things in the supermarket because maybe if someone finds out him or finds out her, he can go to jail.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. So if she gets caught, she could go to prison or to jail.
Yes, I do.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Has anybody ever experienced this?
Well, yes, I shoplift
When
when
you were a
I
kid?
was a boy.
Uh-huh.
I showed a deck of cards, and nobody
Caught you?
knew that I stole the deck of cards. Well,
Oh.
after that, I never do it again.
Oh, did you feel really bad?
Uh, well, not bad, but I don't, I don't wanna be ashamed if someone's could find out me
Find this out. Yeah.
stealing the things
Uh-huh.
in the supermarket.
Yeah. That's how I felt. The first time I shoplifted was the age of 3 or 4, and that's the last time I have ever done it. So
Yeah.
I caught my 11-year-old niece shoplifting at a Walmart as she was putting a candy bar in her pocket. And I told her to take it out of your pocket or pay for it. And I was very upset with her. So she didn't dare shoplift anymore. I don't know if she's done it later. She's now 20 something, so I don't know. But all right. Ken, what would you do if you saw a classmate cheat on a test?
I ask for him the answers.
Oh, you ask for the answers. Okay. Salwa, first, since you're a lecturer at a university, what would you do if you saw a student cheat on a test?
I talk to him never cheating, or second time I will I take the necessary for this. We have rules. I can take his paper and let him go out without finish his exam.
Okay. So
But first I talk to him not to do that again. If I saw him, I will take his paper and let him go out.
okay. Yeah, because I think every school is a little bit slightly different about that too. So,
Yeah.
all right. All right. Well, it looks like we're out of time, so I want to thank you all for your participation, and I appreciate you coming. And I hope you guys remember a few of the words. For example, to rip somebody off, to be ripped off, and just try not to rip anybody off this week. So, thank you, everyone. Bye.
Thank you all. Bye.
Bye.